do we know COVID is real? Some people say it hasn't been genetically sequenced.
Well, that's not true. The virus was sequenced back in January, I believe. I might have to check my sources, but it was sequenced, and that's why we have vaccines. So the vaccines are based on the genetic sequence of the virus so that we can recreate in a lab the proteins that constitute the virus that make up the immunological response to the virus itself. So it was sequenced, it was identified, it was characterized, it's been published over and over again. It does follow many of the co-transmission principles, right? So if somebody has it, somebody else is going to have it next to them. It transmits in a predictable pattern according to different, similar events. That's how we found out that it wasn't spread by direct contact. It is airborne instead, because it behaves like other viruses that we know that are airborne. In response to therapy, it causes the same symptoms over and over again. It is predictably affecting certain groups versus others. So there is nothing random about this.
So, but what is the direct evidence? Like, how do we, if we can't see it, you can't give me a picture of it, then how do I know it's real?
Well, we know it's real. First of all, it's been seen because it's been coded, right? So we know that there is a viral genome, a viral sequence that this thing carries with it. So the fact that it's been sequenced proves that it exists. In terms of direct evidence, it's very difficult to directly look at a virus, right? As you would look at a dog or a cat or a rat, right? Because it's so much smaller. So it's very difficult to directly see something. We have made incredible discoveries in astronomy. And we did discover there are planets that rotate around suns very distant from, light and light years distant from the Earth. We still kind of see them, we imagine what they look like, right? We have actually pictures, renditions, 3D renditions of what they look like. We never seen them. All that we seen was a shadow passing across a very distant star. Everything that we know about those planets is around the characteristics of that shadow and the characteristics of that star. Everything in between is made up by our own cause and effect mindset. And that's how the scientific process works.
It's basically a scientific guess. It's a hypothetical, but there's enough evidence that matches the patterns that we go, well, what else could it be?
Sherlock Holmes was a great pursuer of the scientific method, right? If you exclude all of the probable, only the implausible is left, right? So you have to exclude. It's a process of exclusion. So if we say coronavirus is not a virus, okay, what is it then?
Right.
And the answer is there isn't anything. Basically, we're not just denying something, right? We're not disproving something. We're not replacing that disproof with anything else. So, it's the exclusion process is that if I remove all of the things that I know these things could be, right? And they are not, then it can only be what is left. Right? In reality, what we're doing here, we are taking everything away from what we know of the virus, and we're replacing it with something else completely different, which is 5G or a Kabbalistic mind brainwashing kind of attitude
Or
that
a
has
nanobot.
that has nothing to do with the virus itself, or with the disease, or with the the evidence of what's happening.
It doesn't match any of the actual evidence that
Right.
we've seen.
So it's not a process of exclusion; it's a process of providing an alternative reality.